Welcome back to MiniCast. I'm your host Meredith, and today we're going to be answering questions that our listeners have about my favorite game, The Sims 4. First question that we have is, how do I create my sim? Can I customize everything about them? Pretty much you can. There are some limitations. They have, some preset skin colors and hair colors. There are mods you can get that can change that more, but they have become much more inclusive with skin color and have implemented some sort of color wheel technology. You can also drag and drop their face around, so you can lift their nose up, move it down, change their lip shape just by dragging their face like it's clay. So you can definitely customize a lot about them. Question 2, what are the different career options available for my sim, and how do I help them succeed in their career? So there are a lot of different careers in The Sims. There are a ton of careers. You can be a secret agent, you can be a villain, you can be an athlete, a teacher. There are all different kinds of careers. And as far as helping them succeed, every career level has certain skills that are associated with it. So for example, if you're an athlete, you might need to have athletic skill up to level 3, and then you'll be, more likely to get promoted to the next level. There's also daily tasks every day that can help you to improve your Sim's progress at work. And once they fill up their progress bar and have the accompanying skills, they're able to go to the next level. And once you've reached level 10, you have completed that career. Question number 3, what expansion packs or game packs do you recommend for enhancing gameplay in The Sims 4? There are some good ones, let me tell you. For me personally, I love cottage living. I love growing together. There are a lot of different benefits to different packs, so some might have really great casts. Like I love Discover University for their Create a Sim items, their clothing and hairs and things like that, whereas I don't necessarily love the gameplay of it as much. So that is something else to take into account if you like the build buy, the Create a Sim, and the gameplay. I would say for packs, it's mostly just about what you're interested in versus, what everybody else is interested in. One might sound very good to me that you don't like, but general recommendations: Parenthood is a great game pack for expanding your game. Seasons is great. It affects every other part of the game. And I'm currently loving For Rent because I love getting to build my own apartments and have my Sims live in them. Question 4, how do I earn money in The Sims 4? Are there different ways to make a living for my Sim? Absolutely. So like we mentioned earlier, you definitely have the ability to get a job and earn money that way, but there are many other ways too. If you're a kleptomaniac, you can steal things and sell them for money. A lot of rags to riches gameplay where you start with 0 simoleons. A lot of people go out and forage for things, so you can find rocks, you can fish, you can do all kinds of things to make money in The Sims. A really big money maker is painting. People level up their painting skills very quickly in this game, so you're able to make a lot of money pretty quickly in this game just by painting and selling those paintings. And as far as careers go as well, we have active careers that you actually go to and perform actions with your Sims to level up those careers. We have our passive careers where, they go off into a rabbit hole. And then of course we have other careers as well, like freelancing, where you kind of take the job at home and then send your stuff off for approval and to get paid from it. Question number 5, what are some fun activities or hobbies my Sim can pursue for leisure and skill building? Again, there's a lot here. There are a lot of base game ones that you can pursue, but there are a lot that come with expansions as well. A few of those, you can dance, you can paint, you can work out, you can rock climb, you can go skiing if you have Snowy Escape, you can join after school activities for your kids, you can join scouts or drama club. So there are all different kinds of activities that you can pursue in this game. They have knitting as well, cross stitch. So there's a lot to do in this game. Again, not all of those are base game features, but with all of the features, included, with all the game packs included, there are a lot of different things that you're able to do and able to explore in this game. You can also just go out, meet people. You can always, interact with other Sims in your environment and do things like that. Question 6, how does aging work in The Sims 4? Do Sims eventually die? And if so, what happens next? That's a good question. So, aging can work a few different ways. In the game settings, you can either choose to have aging on or off. So, you can turn aging off if you want your sim to stay a young adult or a child or whatever forever. You can do that. If you choose to leave aging on, you can have normal, short, or long lifespans, which is going to change the length of time that your sim is going to stay in a certain life state. But eventually, if you do have aging on, elders will die naturally. Other sims are able to die through freezing to death, electrocution, fires, other things like that. So you can die in those kind of unexpected ways, but as for the majority of death in The Sims, it is with elders. So once your sim is an elder, they will pass away and you will have an urn that you can, display, or a gravestone that you can put out in your yard as well. If you happen to only have one sim in your household and your sim eventually dies, you will end up with a game over. It's one rare occasion in The Sims 4 where you do get a game over, but that's just if you have no other sims in your household and your only sim dies. Question 7. Are there any cheats or shortcuts I can use to make gameplay easier or more interesting? If so, how do I activate them? There are a ton of shortcuts in this game. There are a lot of cheats. On PC, you're able to access the cheat bar by doing Control-Shift-C. It'll bring up a cheat bar in the top left corner of the screen. And if you type in testing cheats on, then you'll have access to a lot of cheats. You can also list them all out, but some of my favorite for building: bb.moveobjects, bb.enableFreeBuild. You can also do free real estate on when you're in the map view and move a sim into a house for free. There are also other cheats that can help you to, pass by aspiration milestones, pass by career things that you need to complete. And if you have some simple mods like MC Command Center, that can help you to do all different kinds of cheats. You can turn off special things like the monster under the bed. You can change how long each life state is by percentage. And you can also change pretty much everything about your game with MC Command Center. And another one that I like is UI cheats. And with that one, if your sims are in a bad mood, you can simply click on their panel where they have their moods at, and you can fill their bladder, fill their hunger, fill whatever it is that you want to fill. You can also add money with cheats like Motherlode or Rosebud. So there is a lot of different cheats for The Sims that do make it a little easier if you don't enjoy struggling in your game. Question 8. How do I build a house in The Sims 4? Can I customize every aspect of it? So, building a house will start off in build mode, where you'll have access to walls, windows, wallpaper, all the kind of outside stuff. Then you can go into buy mode, where you can purchase furniture and decorations and everything else like that. You can pretty much customize every aspect of your house. You can start with a blank lot and end up with a mansion at the end of it. I will say though, building in The Sims 4 takes a lot of practice, so if you're new to building, keep on doing it. It will get easier. Question 9. What are some tips for managing my Sims' need, like hunger, hygiene, and socialization? There are a lot of interactions you can do to fix these needs. Hunger, of course, go to the fridge and get some food. You can also go out into the world. You can order food at a restaurant, get food from a bar, whatever the case may be, find food somewhere. If we're talking hygiene, you can take a shower. Swimming helps hygiene as well. And as for socialization, you can talk to other Sims around you, either in your family or outside your family. You can also talk to people on the computer as well. So that is all that we have time for today. Thank you so much for these questions. If you have more questions, feel free to leave them down below. Once again, I am Meredith. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.